And I'm going to make an introductory announcement. Today's date is October 4th, October 4th, 2012. And we are at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Riviera Beach. And the name of the person being interviewed is Charles LaChase. Okay, Mr. LaChase. And when is your birthday, sir?
1/27/49.
Okay. And what is your current address?
My current 7006 Citrus Park Boulevard, Fort Pierce, 34168.
Okay, that's fine. And the only other person attending the interview is myself, Carlton Cartwright, and I represent the Children's Coalition Incorporated. Okay. All right. Now then, what branch of the service were you in?
Air Force.
Air Force. What was your rank when you separated?
E3.
E3? Okay.
Way too early. Tired.
Okay.
20 years old.
And did you serve in any wars?
No, it was Vietnam era.
Ah, okay, Vietnam era, I understand. Okay, and where did you serve? Where did you serve?
Basic training in Amarillo, Texas, tech school in Bucks, Mississippi for over a year. Then Panama City, Florida.
Okay. What was your AFSC?
30161, it was aircraft navigation equipment, fighters.
Okay. Okay. Why did you pick the Air Force?
Why did I pick the Air Force? Well, I was smart. I knew. I spent my math on my mechanical. I got my lowest in electronics. Electronics I didn't know. Mechanics I picked up from my father, who had polio and there's nothing he didn't know. And I wanted to learn electronics. And the only thing I could do is the Air Force.
Okay. Good. I was in the Air Force. Do you recall your first days in service?
Yeah.
What was that like? Tell me about boot camp.
Well, first time I was away from home.
Okay.
On the phone I cried, from Tommy Caroline to Lana Wolf. And this training on King, child burner. So I used to run in high school and before. And the miles, a bit of training with breeze. But I gave out salt pills. So I started last and I finished first. A bunch of times.
Where was basic training at? Where was that?
Amarillo, Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
One of the last flights, so I had to go with Mom and Charles. 67.
Okay. Where did you go after basic training?
Mississippi.
For tech school, right? You said you were there for almost a year?
Yeah.
Okay. And then where did you went there for, you studied about aircraft?
Yeah, well, the navigation equipment.
Right.
And basic. And then we had worked on sets for the next bunch of months. Then I went to Panama City.
Okay.
2 months and I had a motorcycle accident.
You were there for 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got orders to go to Yuzhong, Thailand, but the motorcycle I got boom, and a stop sign 20 feet in front of me. I was in 75.
Okay.
5.5 months later, I walked away from it. 50-pound slider. I did.
Yeah. So what happened after that?
I was retired and I was unemployable. They knew how much pain I had. I pulled 5 nerves clear from my spine.
Okay. Okay.
My neck was jigs up my little.
Right.
So to this day, I still have pain 43 years later.
Okay. All right, well, I need for you to give me some extensive information about your, do you remember your instructors in basic training?
Yeah, he was from Utica, New York. And I'm from Brooklyn. And I told him a joke that the last day I can't tell you now, out on camera. And he laughed and he whacked me in the belly.
Where were you living before you went into service?
Where was I living?
And you said Brooklyn?
Yeah, Cornell.
Oh, okay.
She did that.
Oh, okay. And what were you doing? How old were you when you went in the
I
military?
was 18. My father owned a outboard motor shop. And 9 years old, I was working on motors. At 13, I was preparing for the customers. At 17, out of high school, I worked at a robot rental station. His motors that he rented out, I would pay them for rent. Any customers' motors I took in were mine. I made $600 a week in '66.
It was good money.
And I worked. My uncle was a salesman for a small outfit, all business machines.
Right.
So typewriters, hard copies, all used. And paper. People that bought paper, we gave free service on photocopies. Well, the Smith Corner had this copy of people for static. And we subcontracted to two of the repairmen come in. I looked at it, one lunch hour, I ate lunch, got the machine. I started repairing the wet copies, like the Polaroid,
Right.
Thermofax, onion skin, the electrostatic and the fan machines. I was everything but the Xerox. Xerox was something different.
Right.
But I was worked at channel 5, 7, and 9, 5, 9, 13. Boarding company, a couple of floors, a lot of big CPAs. I knew my stuff.
Okay. Okay, so were you living home with your parents or?
No, I had my own apartment
Okay.
after that. No, I lived out with my father. We separated.
Okay.
I separated when I was in basic training. You know, then when I had my motorcycle accident,
Right.
I woke up after 15 days, saw my mother and father. I asked them together, they said no, but I'm glad you're here.
Okay. So, in basic training, did you were in Amarillo, Texas? Did you get to travel around Texas at all?
Yeah, we went into town was almost the temple. On the base, I first saw UE helicopters, blood stains all over. I didn't care to go where they got the blood.
Yeah. Okay. What else do you remember?
The hospital in San Antonio was at Lakeland Air Force Base.
Lackland.
Yeah, Wilford Hall Medical Center.
Uh-huh.
And while I was in the hospital there, my cousin joined the Air Force. And we got to go out of town together.
On R&R?
In San Antonio, yeah, we went to a nudie ball, which was, we're kids.
So, what was your basic training? I mean, in tech school in Biloxi, how many weeks was it? Was it 40 weeks?
11 and a half months.
11 and a half. Wow, man. Sheesh.
And all that education it blocked out my memory.
Okay. Well, while you were in Biloxi, did you stay there the whole time? Did you go home on?
Oh, I went to New Orleans, marched to New Orleans. I went to parish prison. So my uncle, who was in, while I was a kid, he was in and out, he died in Angola or somewhere. A name like Crook, But that was my mother's, my mother was way different.
Great. There we go. All right. Yeah. What about Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras is 68. I was a blast, and I don't want to prison to see him.
Who was that? Who was that? Your relative?
Yeah, it was parish prison in New Orleans.
Okay. So, did you go home while you were on? What? Okay.
Oh yeah, I went home after 6 months, 7 months.
Right.
I went home for a week.
You went on leave.
Yeah.
Okay, and
My uniforms, I had my uniforms were skinny on 50 pounds. I had my tailored, and I bought, the only picture I have now is an optional uniform. Instead of wearing a jacket, that jacket is tie. Some blue, the dark blue pants, dark blue shirt with a tie. That's when I traveled. I had the same thing in walls for winter. But I didn't like the jacket for the bulky. That's when I like to travel. I look like an Air Force model.
okay. So, what did they teach you in basic training? What did you learn? You learned about navigation. I mean, Jesus, for 48 months. I mean, 48 weeks, I guess.
Well, basic training, I was never told about rules or anything, but it's still abide by, do the right thing like it was taught me. And a lot of the good person in basic training, if he couldn't cut meat with a fork, he's not good for his teeth. Well, 20 years old, I became lieutenant, and apparently went on. But I cut everything with a fork. But if it's a steak and I can't cut it, I could help. But he's right.
I said basic training, but I meant tech school. You were in tech school for like 48 weeks.
Well, yeah, but went to town, we had beer and tomato juice. I never had it before, never have it again.
So, but tell me about, what did you learn in class? That's what I'm asking you about. You learned about navigation. What is it, what kind of training is that they gave you for 48 weeks to teach you about navigation?
About all the navigation equipment.
Did you fly a lot? Was it all in the classroom?
They could fly a plane, a jet, with a black windshield. And all they have to do is look at their instruments and they land.
Did you get a lot of flight time in?
No, I didn't.
Just in the classroom?
I was at an office. I was just did a lot of R&Rs. And it was a blast. We had day shift was 9 hours long. Swing shift was 8 hours long. The grave shift was 7. But like at 4 o'clock until 11. Yeah. And 4 o'clock or midnight, I guess. We got off most nights a few hours before, a few hours on, and went home. But the grave ship worked all night long, so they had a hard job. Both places, Panama City and Texas, they had paper companies, and that neighborhood stunk like I never smelled it before. I lived near a creek in Coney Island. We had a boat down the boatyard. When the tide was out, this creek showed sand all full of grease and oil. It smelled all of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, where's all of the places that you traveled to over that period of a year? You went home. You went to New Orleans. Where else did you go?
In the Air Force, you get stationed somewhere, you're there for the duration. For
I got you.
Been part of 3 years or more. I had a friend I met in tech school, went in the service before me. He was a schoolmate of mine. And he phased out as I was sergeant. He faded out and did him up, Morse code. And he wanted out, he could do stuff. But he gave 3 years Sicily, 3 years Germany, 3 years England. Stayed there. He retired, he was back.
How did you stay in touch with your family while you were in basic training?
Just on the phone.
On the phone? Letters or on the phone?
No.
Just the phone. Okay. Okay. What was the food like?
The food?
Yeah.
In tech school, I remember we were on a drill day, and we ate, because of the officer who was drill team, we ate the barracks where the Army cooked. Where the Army ate on that base, they had civilian cooks. They cooked good. I don't remember stuff, but I remember in the hospital in San Antonio, I spent Thanksgiving. One of the best.
Okay. All right. Did you have plenty of supplies?
What kind of supply?
Did you have everything that you needed, on the base?
Yeah, well, at tech school, I was on the drill team. We wore rope, and these guys were making ropes, so I showed them how. I never did it before, but right where the rope separated under your arm, that is so. Rest I put straight pins in and Elmer's glue.
Right.
Tried clear. And when I went home, I made it go home. We had white and gold for the drill team. Going home, it was red, blue, and silver. I felt like an officer, but that was just a couple times over that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Did you feel pressure or stress?
We watched school early in the dark. So 6 hours of school, got off every 50 minutes for 10 minutes smoke break. And no stress, but I've been a comedian my whole life. I've been funny. With in sets. One guy was leaving. Come on, David. Come on, Chet. Chet, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I got you.
I got laughed.
I hear you. Okay.
But no pressure.
Right. I got you.
I phased the right set for about a week set. I came home. I was home for Christmas. Had to be back New Year's Day.
How did you feel about the officers or the fellow soldiers?
Well, before I went, when I was home early, before I went to this after tech school, my father and I went to see this woman that we knew. She was a neighbor of ours, and she was into telling the future,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, she was a
And
promise.
my father was into this, not I.
Yeah.
But boyfriend held a watch and said you're gonna have an accident with somebody else. You're gonna have an accident on something used to move something else,
Okay.
and it's gonna be somebody else's fault. So I'm thinking I'm leaving it, but who I was going to the space with, I'd be careful with them. But never gave it another thought about a motorcycle. I'm a non-believer. But it happened just like he said.
Right.
It's gonna hurt my head and my jaw. It's gonna make a difference in my life.
And it did, huh?
It did. I've been unemployable since December '69, but I worked. I can't work every day, but I worked a lot of jobs. I worked 4 pumps at a gas station in Miami, all alone. Sold bread, cigarettes, gas. And when I moved out and I had my own apartment, I met this kid from New York. He was a carpenter. And I was the best help he ever had.
Right.
And I was right-handed, but I was strong left hand. We laid 1,400 pounds of carpet in 2 days. At a discotheque in Miami, up to walls and all. And then I did masonry. That was another name where I moved. I did nursery work
Right.
for a criminal lawyer.
Right.
And I fished. I used to fish saltwater in New York.
Right.
Always lived around. In Miami, I got into bass. I got into the fish bass storm. 5 minutes before I stopped fishing, I got my first bite. 5 pound smallmouth. First big fish, and $280. Then I was 14 foot by 7-inch wide John board. 30 horsepower, tiller steering, platform, I did the whole thing myself. And I fished bass tournaments. I couldn't fish. My Okeechobee was good because I could get out on 3 boards. But so I moved down here actually in 1994. In 1983 I bought a 17-foot glass boat with 140 horsepower. I didn't want 115. I didn't want to be a cowboy. It was rated for 150. As a kid, I went over 50 miles an hour, and that was hairy. And I did over 50 miles an hour, you talk about a jarring book.
Yeah.
And the tanks and both of them, going 44 miles an hour, it was fast enough.
Right.
And I won these rednecks. They were all fuming. I beat them. Oh, and hey, it was in my blood. I won $5,000. In 20 years, I won 2 classes, 2 days each. And that's what I came to enjoy. A full fish all along the wall.
Okay. So you had this accident, right?
Yeah.
And that was in while you were in tech school in Mississippi?
No, that was Mississippi.
That was in Mississippi, right? Right. So I
Mile
guess.
from base.
Huh?
A mile from base.
Mile from base. Okay, so you still got an honorable discharge, right? Okay.
I got retired.
Huh?
I got retired.
You got retired.
Retired, I'm exempt from real estate tax. My kids, 22 and 24 now. I'm the oldest of 3 boys. Let's get married, first to reproduce.
Okay.
And my kids my son is 22, he's deaf, he's taller than me.
Yeah.
And I'm 6 foot. I'm the tallest in my family. He's this big, and he's in school in Texas. At Old Deaf College, where George Bush is from, 125 kids in the whole school.
Right.
He's really good at math. He's doing calculus. This will be his 3rd year.
Right.
He's doing computer technologies. After this, next year, he's going to LaChase Institute of Technology.
Okay. Congratulations.
And government's still back.
Okay. So,
I didn't go to college. I thought
I was going to ask you.
college would teach me.
All right. So you
I
didn't.
graduated from high school early because I went to Catholic school. When I went to public school, in the middle of the 8th grade, I was smarter than the teachers. And at 96 hours through Catholic school.
Yeah.
And all 3 of us were in school at the same time. My brother's smart.
Right.
And then I went to junior high school for the rest of the year in the 9th grade. The math teacher had the problem on board, I said, that's wrong. That's right. And then went to the 9th grade in junior high school. Then in high school, I went to the 10th. Then I went to summer school, took 2 classes,
Right.
2 advanced. The 11th, take 2 classes, 2 advanced. The 12th, from September to January, the 3 majors I was working as a major. Because, but you know, I took them in some schools. I graduated, I was still 16 years old.
Oh, okay.
10 more days. And I didn't college degrees, teach me anything, but teaching my children. My daughter she took the reading for lawyers.
Hold on one second.
Paralegal. She took
Hold on one
paralegal.
second. Ooh.
My daughter.
Okay.
She likes to read. Now she's taking her associates and a bachelor's. She was over a job. She wants to be, she was over a job here by the social worker. That's what she wants to do.
Okay.
But that kind of little where she helps people.
Okay. Did you make any close friends while you were in the service?
What?
Did you make any close friends while you were in the service?
Did I lose any?
No. Did you make any close friends?
Not that, nobody saw her as friends. But I still remember all the kids I went to school with, the Catholic school. Because there were them involved. Just 2 first grades, 2 second grades. And I had the best of times. Summer, the warm weather. That baseball card, jump going, even in nuns, jump from. Good time going out.
Good.
Never had a trouble in New York. I had Florida. Shot and killed 2 armed trees in Miami.
What happened?
Shot and killed 2 armed trees in Miami.
Oh, okay.
I got the first thing I got for pain that morning, taking a pill in Miami. What's that for? I said, for extreme pain. Well, I have extreme pain. We wanted to stay 84. I didn't know. So he got my address somehow. He wants another one. So you don't need another one. Take a medication. Fly like a cat.
Yeah, I hear you.
He said, no, you don't need another one. So somehow he got my address. This one Saturday morning, it was in the month, keep my gate open and pounded on the door. So I better open the door with a set of nunchucks in my hand. Didn't know how to use them, but I held two in one hand, and two in one. And shit. So I just big behind the door, pulled them out of my hand. They both stuck with knives, sort of carving knives. And they backed me in the cab, kicked me in the throat, that's how I got this beautiful voice, and knocked off the glasses. They wanted my drugs and money. I just give my glasses. You don't need to have the glasses. So, I went to the bedroom with a guy from the VA. I tore his little vial of Percodan. And then the station 1 Browning BDA 380. 14 shots, one in the chamber. Without my glasses, I got 3 in one, 6 in the other, 14 shots. Without my glasses, he's double. And I needed to knock on a while. Nobody bought me. Then, when I was buckling my daughter in her seat, across in front of Winn-Dixie, I felt so vulnerable. So I got to put them together. Nobody bought me.
Okay, well, do you belong to any veterans organizations? Do you belong to any veterans organizations? Okay. Well, we pretty much covered everything. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us? Think we got everything?
On my bass boat, white boat with a black giant in the boat with took all the decals off the boat motor. It was stunning. To this day. Well, I got all my decals, the DAV, on my windshield, I got all hot water call. And on my motor, 20 inches by 6 inches, the Vietnam campaign rip. The name Charlie got pretty cut out. See why, money, and it works. I wasn't the Charlie company, but that Charlie company is here. So,
Well, I'm going to thank you very much for your time. And let's see if there's anything else. No, we got it all. We're good. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. How easy, that's my ring finger.
I took my wedding band off for the first time in 25 years. Because it was gold and it was custom made, a black antique.
Right?
And from grabbing wrenches and all, all the lines was skinny, and all the antique, black antique was worn out. So I gave it to my daughter to take home. She gave it to my wife, and I want it back by tomorrow. But she didn't give it to my wife. But I get it back. I never took it off. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.